Hi, welcome to the Vivid Eye training from Providian Medical. Before we get started, there's something we want to do just to make sure the system is configured correctly so you can follow many of the instructions here in the training. Right above the number 3 key, we're going to start with just hitting config. It says config and then it says diag right below it. We're going to take that and first go to the system tab along the bottom here. We'll take the trackball and then click set, which is right above it. You'll type in your facility name here and then make sure your date and time are correct. Next, I want to go to the admin page, which is right along the bottom with the arrow. Click set. And let's make sure you're logged on as administrator. So you can click on administrator, and you'll also may want to set the auto log on as administrator. If you did not get to this page, chances are you're not logged on as administrator. To log on as administrator, just choose ADM from the drop-down box, and the password is ULSADM, all lowercase. Once you've done that, we're ready to go, and we can go through many of the features on this system. Without that, you will run into some issues where it will lock you out. And once you've selected that, now we can move on to the rest of the training. So we'll just hit config, and we're ready to go, and we can take a quick look around the system. There's a lot of buttons to look at here, and the most important thing to remember is that it is designed around your hand. Your left hand for scanning, and the functions you'll use most are going to be closest to your hand. So while you're scanning, most of the items you're going to use are in this general area right here. So you have your imaging mode buttons, 2D, your cursor for the pointer, M mode, PW, CFM for color flow, CW, and this is a programmable Alt key, single screen, dual screen, quad screen, depth, measurements, and you have around here your zoom button. To do this, you can get narrow and move your trackball. This is your set key. That's like the left click key on a mouse. On most systems, it's going to be on the left or right hand side. On this, it's in the top in the middle. So those of you new to this system will often find yourself pressing the store button accidentally. Don't worry, you're just like everybody else. Update and menus for PW Doppler and to get some on-screen menus that might be available, and store to store your images or cine loops. Something else is the soft key concept. These buttons along the top all refer to menus that are up here. So each time you change an imaging mode, these down here, let's go to, will change as to what it is that you're looking at. So if I go into color flow, I can change, all these menus change each time I go in through something, and then I can either go left, right, or up and down to change the parameters for that. So I'm moving my baseline here. So each of these refers to something along this called the soft keys. Over here, we have things that we'll do mostly in the beginning and the end of an exam. We have our patient key, the application to choose the application you're going to set. So we'll get to that when we get to imaging. Review to look at the images you've stored, and your worksheet to view your report. Along the top here, we have our help menu, the config, which we already showed, another report, protocol for stress echo, biopsy, body marker, page erase to get rid of all the comments or whatever on a screen, physio for your ECG, so you can adjust that, arrow for the on-screen arrow, text for annotations, and delete to delete anything that's on the screen. Rest is an alphanumeric keyboard. You have your TGCs over here for your time gain compensation. Active mode, this is also your gain, so you can adjust your gain here, but when you get into color or pulse wave Doppler, you can click on this active mode to change if you're changing the gain in the front or back, and it does other things as well depending on what mode you're in. Now we have video out. For V-out is for video output, print is assignable print key, and save the 2D image right here, and we can freeze right there, freeze the image. Connecting the probe is pretty simple. There's just a lock key here. If you do not have a probe connected, you're going to push it in, and you need to push it in fairly firmly to make sure it's in there, and then you're going to pull up to lock, and you'll feel it lock into place. And if you don't see that probe appear there, try disconnecting and reconnecting it again. There's also some hidden menus here, and these are the Alt keys. You can press Alt to do various functions such as eject a USB disk. So Alt-E will eject a device. If I had something in there, it would show up. Alt-L will adjust the backlight of the keyboard. Alt-S for my DICOM spooler, and this will show me all the active jobs in the DICOM spooler, and if there were any I can delete, resend, send them to a different place, put them on hold, hide, and then refresh to see if something's gone through. And sorry, hide that. Alt page up and page down. Adjust your screen brightness. Alt steer left and right is the contrast of your screen. Next we can get onto the scanning screen. Up top, if I had a patient on there, it would be there. We have my facility name, date and time, the person that's logged in. It says user is logged in. The probe and the application mode that I'm in, which is cardiac, your indices here. And these are parameters here showing you what your active mode and what the parameters are for the settings, such as my frequency is 1.7/3.4. That is something saying I'm in a harmonic mode, and it's just telling me the send and receive frequencies of the probe. And these are specific processing things. They are submenus that will adjust, they'll change based on your compression, your rejection, your color maps, which color map you're going to choose, and then also the frames per second and the depth. And then again down here we have all these. Now all these soft keys. Down here we also have the number of frames in our cine loop. So as I unfreeze, you can see that this is a counter going across showing how much of the storage is in there. It's showing 6 seconds, and these are the frames that are in there. It shows my frames per second at 70.3 frames per second, which is pretty high. So it's showing that it's filling up this cine loop buffer at 70.3 frames per second. It's getting about 20 seconds in the buffer that you can freeze and scroll back through. So as you can see here, I can scroll back. It's down to 11 seconds, and then all the way down to the 0 seconds, and scroll forward. Along here we have a couple other things that you probably won't look at. These are some service tools here. This tells me if there's a network connected. I can just click on it and it tells me if I've got a connection to the network. This is my battery. I can recalibrate my battery or just ignore. It's good to recalibrate from time to time. And down here I've got something that says scroll and PTR. PTR is for the pointer. So if I hit this trackball again, it's going to say scroll. This is telling me what the trackball will do. Right now it's scrolling through my cine loop. If I press it again, it's gone to my pointer where I can select various things on the screen. All these black boxes along the bottom are where if I store an image, it's going to show up down there along the bottom. And it shows if I scroll over it, there's a preview on the left-hand side showing what that image is that I did. And then if I unfreeze here, we see along here, this is my ECG trace. If I want to get rid of that, I can show earlier, you can click Physio and just click it off. But you can also change the gain, the sweep speed, and the position of that ECG. If I want to turn that back on, I can move this up or down in the image, and then the speed of that sweep along the bottom. Since I don't have it hooked up, it's just giving me a random thing. And then it's also going to show me the heart rate there. Okay, next we'll get into imaging with the Vivid Eye.